Hey guys, been a long week. Let's just look at it that way. Halloween, a lot of family things going on, but we're back into the roll of things. When we talked last week, it was really simple, and that's just evaluating um, some simple things. Who we need more of in our life, who we definitely don't need more of in our life, things that we're happy about, things that we really want to go with. And then obviously, we wanted three words to define who we are. Uh, and these were the three words that we said if somebody were to know us, these were the three words we wanted to be defined by. And then we also wanted to look at 2020. We're going to tag that here in a little bit. We're going to use a hashtag if you want or something, but we want to start looking at 2020. But definitely, we've marked 2019 as something. For me, 2019 was more of a reflection year and making decisions not about me, but with me as part of the bigger picture. So I really had to look at that, and I'm really proud of some of the decisions that I did make. Obviously, all decisions are learning, and I definitely did a lot of that. But I feel that a lot of the decisions that I made were not so much about me, but just that greater picture of how's it benefiting everything else. So let's look at this week. Starting it off fresh. Welcome into November. If you're just now jumping in, we're right now starting week 3. And what we're going to be looking at for a few days is something that I consider something very, very important. And it all comes back to accepting who we are. And that's the thing of gratitude. Now, everybody says you need to have an attitude of gratitude. I don't think it's been fully defined to somebody as gratitude. Okay. Um, it's always been said, I always complained about the hole in my shoe until I met a man with no feet. So that's similar to that. And what we need to look at is things that we can be thankful for. Now, this is a good topic. Obviously, we're beginning November, which is that month of Thanksgiving and harvest. So let's look at the things that we can be thankful for in our life. Things that for me, I can say I'm very, very thankful for are my kids. They've been a resource for learning newer technology, learning how to do this thing, um, just keeping up with things so that I don't feel like I'm lost in space. So they keep me up to date with the newer technology. My son always makes sure that I'm up to date with video games. My daughter is always helping me with this newer technology and how to really enhance it and so that I can relate a little more. I'm grateful for a job that I have. Many people go to a job and their job tells them how much they're worth. They give them a salary and say, okay, this is your price tag. Or they go to a job and they're said, okay, this is what you're going to be paid an hour. So they do look at what they're going to get. The marketplace is telling them this is what you're worth. I decided to take on a challenge in working on commissions so that I can tell myself what I'm worth. In the beginning, when I first started on commission, I'll admit it was a huge challenge. But I embraced it and I made it part of who I am and what I wanted to be. And I'm finding it's more liberating. People that are afraid of commission are just afraid, in my opinion, when I say this, they're afraid to go out there and tell the marketplace, this is what I'm worth. Instead, they want the marketplace to say, here you go. But then they get mad and everything when, oh, well, the marketplace didn't pay me for getting sick. Of course, you've got some sick days. That's great and awesome. Oh, I got to pay taxes. I pay taxes too. It's just I get to define them a little more. But I am creating my own value and looking at things. I've been on that corporate end where my job was to hire people in at the cheapest amount of dollars I could just to fill spots. And I did that, and I knew what I was doing. These people could tell me, yeah, I'm worth $15 an hour. Doesn't matter. Doing this job, the only thing you're worth to me is $7.50, not a dime more. And I've been that, and I didn't like it, but I knew what it was. So that's kind of why I'm grateful for the job that I have. It has taught me to grow a lot more. I've taken some time to actually evaluate who I am. Most jobs don't take that precious thing called you and allow you to grow and develop as a person. All they want you to do is do X, Y, and Z, but they aren't like, well, what do you want to do? What do you want to feel like? And those people that are climbing the corporate ladder are those aggressive tigers saying, look, I want to learn this, or I'm going to learn this, and I'm going to master it, all within the confines of work. So congratulations, and I commend them. I'm grateful for just the opportunity to reach out to you. This is just the beginning, and I'm excited for this journey. It scares me a little bit because I am opening up a little more. I'm letting this world into mine slowly but surely as I become more and more comfortable. Other things that I'm grateful for are the mentors that I've had over the year. They've really taught me a lot. I've had financial ones, I've had business ones, I've had health ones, my physician, trying to rebuild something that really wasn't taken care of that much. That was my body. And so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I can talk to my grandmother whenever I want. I've got great brothers and sisters out there that are an inspiration to me as well. I have this ex over here that can be a rock at times, and she can also be the person that pushes me right into the next level. We have that great relationship, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the fact that I am, I've over the years that I've been on this planet, I'm now living in a semi-metropolitan area. It's not as big as New York. It's Cleveland, Ohio, and it's taken me a little bit of time, but I've finally figured this area out. Like, I'm pretty good on a map with things here, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for the cultures that I run into. I'm grateful for all the people that I encounter and have an opportunity to help them out with the product that I endorse. So we really got to look at like 5 or 6 things that we can say, I am grateful. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to add that into a daily ritual where we're going to build on that. We're grateful for our health. We're grateful for the job. We're grateful for the car. I can tell you that for the first few years that I lived here in Cleveland, I didn't have a car. I did it on the bus. And I was grateful when I was able to have an automobile. But I'm also grateful that there's a bus that can take me where I need to go, and I respect that. So let's take today, write down 4 or 5 things that we're grateful for, and we're going to put that in our journal, because tomorrow we start with going back to what we were looking at the other day, things we want more of. And all we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to put together on paper your strategy. Okay, goals are great. I'm always all about goals. But they're only words unless you can put some action plans behind them. And the action plan, that's the strategy. Okay, chess players think 15 moves ahead. I'm an average chess player, probably think 3 to 4. But still, we got to look at that. And we need to have a strategy, because if you have a strategy, you know where we can measure things and we can build on them. We can correct. Everything that we're going to put together are going to be a goal, but we're going to be able to measure it. We're going to see if we're on target, off target, and what we need to do to correct. And we're going to start doing that tomorrow. So I'll see you here tomorrow. We're going to have a great time. This is actually a really great exercise for anybody. Gratitude will bring a lot. It's part of the universal laws. And let's keep it that way. So I'll see you here tomorrow. Have a great night.